Hi viewers, I'm Lailatul Karomah Mastuti and I'm from 3D, D4 English for Business Communication and Professional. And in this video, I'd like to make content based on material on English for Export-Import module, specifically from chapter 15, which is importing and exporting goods. And in this video, I would like to separate it into two parts. The first part, I would like to share and explain in a brief about the terms used in exporting and importing goods, and then followed by the part 2 that I will make a sentence to make it as an example from the terms that used in exporting and importing goods. So without any further ado, let's start from the first terms. So the first terms in importing and exporting goods is of course about importing. So importing is bringing goods to your country from another country in order to sell them. And the second one is exporting. Exporting is sending goods out of your country in order to sell them in another country. Then number 3 is prohibited and restricted goods. So it is goods that are prohibited and or restricted for entry or exit into or from the customs area. The fourth terms is Indonesian National Single Window or INSW. It's an Indonesian national system that allows for a single submission of data and information, single and synchronous data and information processing, and single decision making for granting customs clearance and releasing goods. It simplifies the management of documents for goods exported or imported. And the fifth terms is INSW portal. It is a system that will integrate information related to the process of handling customs documents and releasing goods. And it is usually managed by the INSW portal manager as determined by presidential decree. The INSW portal is accessed through official website, namely www.insw.go.id. The sixth is HS code. It is the abbreviation of harmonized system, and it is a standardized numerical method of classifying traded products that is used by customs authorities around the world to identify products when assessing duties and taxes for gathering statistics. The function of HS code are to classify physical goods for shipment to a foreign country, to complete the required shipping documentation such as shipper's letter of instruction, commercial invoice, or certificate of origin, to determine import tariffs, rates, and figure out if a product qualifies for preferential tariffs under a free trade agreement, and to conduct market research and obtain trade statistics. The seventh is KUMHS, which means Ketentuan Umum Menginterpretasi Harmonized System. It is the way how to classify an item in order to determine the HS code and the tariff for import or export duties on the goods. And the last is tariffs. It is C duty. And now let's move to the part 2. In the part 2, I'd like to make some sentences about the terms used in importing and exporting goods. Let's check it out. Number 1. Importing goods could be performed by sea, land, or air. Number 2. Singapore needs to find another country to fulfill their needs. In this context, it is chicken, because Malaysia still has a limit in exporting chicken from their country. Number 3. Goods can be included as prohibited and restricted goods for exporting or importing if it threatens national security, human life, and health. Number 4. Indonesia National Single Window or INSW makes the process for data and information submission for granting customs clearance and releasing goods in the exporting or importing procedure more efficient. Number 5. An exporter or importer is recommended to use INSW portal because it will integrate information related to the process of handling customs, documents, and releasing goods. Number 6, customs authorities use HS code to identify products when assessing duties and taxes and for gathering statistics. Number 7, imported and exported goods must be classified under the HS code. This classification is carried out according to the provisions of the KUMHS or Ketentuan Umum Menginterpretasi Harmonized System. And the last one, tariffs. A consignee must pay the tariff when the goods enter a country, to be exact, before he or she is receiving the goods. So, I think that's all from me, and I hope this video will be useful for you. Thank you so much for watching.